I can't decide if looking at your body makes me happier than the thought of watching you die. Would you do me the extreme honor of telling me why you suddenly want to drop your panties? So good. I don't even know. I honestly do not know what to do right now. Do not mind the breakouts, they're on my face right now because I don't know what the hell's going on. Hi, welcome back to another reading vlog. Welcome to this channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Vivian, and in today's video we are going to read romantasy books. Initially didn't really know what I wanted to do for this reading vlog, but I really wanted to do one, and then I realized that I'm in a mood for a romantasy, and I have so many romantasy books saved on my Kindle, which is currently on my bed. I can't really grab it, but I really want to read some romantasy books on my Kindle specifically, and I'm really excited. So we're gonna do a romantasy reading vlog. I'm gonna try my best to read as much as I can, and there's not gonna be a limit to how many books I'm gonna read or how long this is going to take. I'm just gonna stop whenever I want to stop. I am going to get this video started by reading our first book, which is Amid Clouds and Bones by Ella Fields. I have it on Kindle. It's on KU. It is a standalone romantasy, which is why I picked it, because I kind of want to start off a little bit slower and just pick a standalone and not like a long series to get started with. I've been hearing great things about this book, especially on Book Talk, so I've been wanting to get into it. It's a silly, fun time, and right now I really just want to read a book that is easy, that is light, well, not light, but like easy to read and fun and just gonna make me laugh and make me giggle, you know? Also, this book is about Faye. You're following Mildred, our FMC, and she is half human, half Faye. She's a princess of the human realm, and she gets married off to the prince of the Seelie court for like an alliance type of thing, and I think there's something to do with like the Seelie and the Unseelie. I didn't really read the plot, I just read a little bit of the book, and I'm currently at 6%. I think I'm just gonna get this started. We are going to read as we go, and hopefully I'll be able to read a lot. Tomorrow I am leaving for a little bit for a friend's wedding, so if I am not able to give updates, I totally apologize. I don't even know if I'm gonna read a lot. We'll see how this goes. I am going to go now, and let's get started with reading. Chapter 10, 22%. I have 10 minutes left in this chapter. I'm having a great time. It's entertaining, it's fun, it's exactly what I was trying to find in a book. This is what I want. Just something easy to read, something that's gonna make me laugh, something that's gonna make me squeal. I do really like that it's very simple and very easy to understand. There's not really world building in this book. If you saw, I did do a little of a highlight in this page. This says, I can't decide if looking at your body makes me happier than the thought of watching you die. Literally the whole time I'm reading this, that is the vibe we're getting. Basically, Anakin is the prince that Mildred is getting married off to, and he hates her and she hates him, but he hates that he's so attracted to her, and I love that. I giggled at one part. Wait, give me a sec. A beast who wants to kiss your pretty mouth until it bleeds. Why? The question both betrayed and assisted me, a little breathless as it fled between my tingling lips. Wrapped in silk and delivered with slowness, his answer wasn't what the foolish part of me longed to hear. So I can lick it clean until you heal, only to kiss your lips raw again and again. Anyway, I'm going to continue my read. I've been really enjoying reading while listening to the playlist I found on Spotify. I don't really know whose it is, but it's good. I'm gonna continue reading. Hopefully, I'll give more updates as we go. Something was just revealed. I am now in chapter 14. Something happened to our main character, Mildred. I'm at that point of the book where another guy has come into the mix. I do really like our first MMC, so getting thrown off balance and getting another MMC or another guy, I'm suddenly so confused. I don't know how to feel. I'm going to power through and see how much I can read before I go to sleep. I'm planning on sitting my butt down and like reading a lot tonight, so that's what I'm gonna do. This is going to be a very quick update because I am leaving to go on my trip. As you guys can see, my bag is here and I need to go. I'm actually pretty late. The Kindle just told me that my battery's dying. I'm at 62% of Amid Clouds and Bones. Some things were just revealed. I don't know how to feel about it. Like, I'm not too sure what's going to happen now that we're here. I'm honestly pretty confused. Like, I really do not know where we're at, but I'm having a great time. I do admit the FMC is a little tad irritating because she's wishy-washy, going back and forth with her feeling. It's not extensive world building. There isn't anything much going with the fantasy world, but I don't know why. There's something about the writing, there's something about the characters going through these things that make them seem so interesting and makes this whole reading experience such a great and fast-paced read. If you're looking for a book that is very easy, not a slow burn at all, just something to get you through the day, and you want something quick, I highly recommend this. I probably won't be able to give like huge updates when I'm on my trip, but I will once again try my best. That's it really for this update. Just wanted to let you guys know where I'm at on the Kindle and that I'm about to leave. Hi guys, it is currently Sunday. It is March 1. As I've mentioned, I am out of town, so this is not the regular backdrop. I am in a hotel room. My fiance went for a run, so he's not in the room, which is why we're filming. I want to give some updates. I just woke up, by the way. It is currently 7 a.m. here. The weather is beautiful. You guys can't see it. Never mind. I have a wedding to go to today, so I won't be able to read a lot, but I thought I would give updates because I finished reading Amid Clouds and Bones by Ella Fields, and I picked up a new book. So I thought I would talk about that. Amid Clouds and Bones, I really liked how it ended. I thought there was going to be a very big like plot reveal. I thought it was going to be very twisty. Not really. I felt like everything was pretty predictable, at least for me. I could guess where things were going. I felt like there were a lot of inconsistencies with the fantasy world and like the magic. There wasn't a lot of explanation, like why things happened or why they have these powers and like who doesn't have these powers. I guess you can say there's not a lot of depth with how the world was built, but because it's a fantasy standalone and it's not that long, it's pretty short, I understand where things are coming from. In some areas it's a little bit off, but I do really like the romance. I love the romance between the FMC and MMC. And yeah, I have been reading that book. I don't know how I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna just like sit on it for a bit. But now I'm reading a new book. I finally picked up City of Gods and Monsters. I did also film a little bit of me picking this up. Right now I'm only at 6%, page 39. Didn't read a lot. If you guys don't know, City of Gods and Monsters is the first book of the House of Devils series by Kayla Edwards. You're following Lauren, and she is a regular human living in a world, in a city infested with like vampires, werewolves, witches, and everything. She goes over with her friends one day, and as she's walking back home, she ends up meeting these people called the Dark Slayers, bounty hunters. They end up wanting to capture her, but then captures her friend instead because they were protecting her. And she calls up Darian, who is our MMC. I think he's like one of the owners or like the heads of one of the houses, and he is a seer. These terms are making me confused, and I think she tells him to find her friend or something. I don't really know because I'm not there yet. I'm having fun. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I'm gonna go for a little cardio walk. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, goodbye. Oh my gosh, you guys, I almost forgot to film an update for today. I don't remember when I last updated you guys. I think it was Saturday, and today's a Monday, and it's currently nighttime, and as you guys can see, I am back home, and now I am on 37%. I'm still reading City of Gods and Monsters by Kayla Edwards. So far, I'm really liking this. I'm like quite obsessed. Quite frankly, cannot really put the book down. Don't really want to put the book down. I read so much on the plane ride back, and if I wasn't so busy, I would be reading a lot more. But I came back home and I had a lot of work to do. Really tempted to go and buy a physical copy of this book because I am really liking this. I'm so in love with the world. I'm so in love with Darien Castle. Where did that come from? I wasn't expecting to really like this book. I do have some notes and I do have some highlights. I will say this book does have some pacing issues, which I did note on my Kindle. I think it was in one of the chapters where I felt like the pacing was kind of off. Don't know if you guys can see it. This is what I wrote. But I think what really makes me love this book so much is the way the author describes the world, makes it so easy for us as a reader to understand the world, even though honestly it's really complicated. But I also really love the fact that she went into depth into explaining like the magic and how these people have magic and the differences between each different species. I also really like how she introduces characters, because there are a lot of characters in this book, but for some reason I'm able to discern every single one of them because they're explained with distinctive features. There are a few underlings under Darien, and one of them is basically his twin sister's husband, so I know him as his twin sister's husband. Another one is a hacker who's the only one who wears glasses, so I know him as the one who wears glasses. These kind of little details that makes it easy to pinpoint who this person is and not mix it up with someone else is really, really useful, and I like how she's building the characters like that. I love my feeling of reading this book. There's like so much excitement and it's so entertaining, it's so fun. There's not a lot of pining in a sense where Loren is constantly head over heels over Darien or vice versa. It's more of like a very simmering heat, not boiling, simmering, and it's amazing. It's so freaking good. Right now there aren't a lot of things happening yet. I love the mystery plot too. Don't really know what's gonna happen next. I have no idea what's going on. I love some of these quotes, by the way. It's so freaking good. There's one that I just highlighted and it's on chapter 24. A smile flirted with the Slayer's mouth. If he kept looking at her like that, she might just fall in love with him. Chapter 15. Would you do me the extreme honor of telling me why you suddenly want to drop your panties? I really like Darien. It's crazy how much I like him. I'm already liking him. His character, oh my goodness. And then another quote, it's just really funny. Loren says, easy for a 6'5" bounty hunter to say. And then Darien says, he felt the corners of his mouth twitch upward. 6'4". I'm excited. Also, I came back with so many exciting things. I have a new tripod now, like on my phone for like TikToks. I also finally invested in a mic, but apparently, and this is my fault, my camera doesn't have a receiver, so I'm not able to attach mics to my camera. I can't. There's no possible way. Unfortunately, I'm only able to use the in-house mic that comes with the camera. But if I want to use this, I can just like record it somewhere else and like sync it with the camera footage. Just a little bit more complicated. So if it's like close-up stuff like this, I don't feel the need to use the mic. But if I'm far away, or maybe when I'm filming like bookshelf stuff where I'm far away, I can use the mic, upgrade my video somehow. That's my life update and book update. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Guys, it is currently 9 p.m. I haven't given an update at all today. I apologize. I haven't really read a lot, actually. I'm currently in the middle of a chapter. I'm at 53% of City of Gods and Monsters. I'm obsessed with this romance. Also, I want to talk about why I haven't updated you guys a lot. I haven't updated you guys today because I was so freaking busy. I had to edit a video, which will be a little bit late into uploading because I don't have the power and energy in me to continue editing tonight. And I edited my reading journal. I had lots of work to catch up on because I left on a trip. I was just busy doing that, and then I was filming TikToks and all of that, so I didn't have lots of time to read, but I am determined to read a lot tonight. I am currently at 53% of City of Gods and Monsters, and let me tell you guys, I am currently obsessed in love with this book. The romance, so good. I don't even know. The romance is so good. Like, I truly love the romance. I love Darien. I love Loren. I love both characters. They are both so different in personalities, but they just fit so well. Loren is a little bit more shy, but then she stands up for the people she loves. She cares so much for the people around her and not herself. She cares more about the people around her. She's so adoring and she's so selfless, and Darien on the other hand just wants to protect her, and the slow burn and the tension and the simmering heat, and like I love the world that we're living in. I love getting to know a lot of the elements of the world we're living in and what really plays into this urban fantasy world. I'm so in love with this book. I'm like enjoying this way too much, I feel. Where have you been all my life? Why did I just pick you up now? Because I'm obsessed now. I am going to buy the paperback of this book. I'm gonna continue reading this tonight. I will probably give another update tonight because I'm gonna sit down. Wait, no, I'm gonna take a shower first and then I'm gonna sit down and read. But right now, I cannot tell you guys how much I love this book. It is 11:30 p.m. Bawling my eyes out reading this book. I cried so badly. I'm not even. I'm thinking about it and I'm still sad. Like, I'm so. Oh god. What the freaking hell? My eyes are gonna be so bloated tomorrow morning. Oh my god. I can't believe that just happened. I can't even talk about it. If you've read this book, okay? If you've read this book, I'm at chapter 44. I have all rights to be this sad for whatever just happened. I'm just so sad. I think that reason. I'm at 92%. I'm gonna read and get this finished. I'm terrified. I'm scared. Oh my god. Am I gonna cry again? Oh, I'm so tired. Okay, give me a sec. This is so sad. Finished reading City of Gods and Monsters by Kayla Edwards, and as you guys saw, I immediately clicked to read the second book, but I might not pick it up immediately. I might read another book before reading this one just because I don't want to fall into like a huge reading slump. Sometimes that happens to me when I love a series so much I continue reading the whole series and I end up falling into a slump. So I'm gonna hold off on reading the second book of the series, but you guys, City of Gods and Monsters, it was so good. It really tickled all of my fancies and I feel like I finally found a good romantasy book that I can be obsessed with, that I love the characters of, that I love the world of, and I also just really like the side characters as well. The plotting, the plot twists, the suspense, the mystery, everything unraveled so beautifully. I wouldn't say that the villain of this book was a surprise because I kind of could have guessed it, but I would say the reveal and the little things that ended up playing a big role in the mystery plotline was done so good. Like, I wasn't expecting that, and so I would say overall, such a good job with this book. I'm in love with this book and I'm so sad I don't have a physical copy. I am obviously gonna purchase it now that I know I love this series. And as you guys can tell, I'm obviously rating this a 5 stars. I can't not rate anything else. The found family in this book of Darian and his friends and the people that he lived with, the romance. Darian Castle, you guys, he is angsty and brooding and hates himself and feels like he doesn't deserve a lot of the love in this world, but he's so protective of Loren and he loves so deeply, he loves so much that he's unable to control his feelings. He is unreal. And the way he cares and adores, blasphemous how much I enjoyed the romance because it was so good. It was slow burn. I think they like finally got together only by like the 80% mark, but I feel like I want to see more of the romance because I haven't seen a lot in this book. It's just a little tiny glimpse and I want to see more. I know a lot of people say that this book is very similar to CC, but in my humblest opinion, this is so different than CC. It is urban fantasy, and Kayla Edwards did mention that she wrote this during high school, so it's been a while since she's written this, so I don't feel like it is a copycat or anything. This is so different. This is so freaking good. This is 5 stars, 5 brilliant, amazing stars. I'm so happy I found a romantasy that's really good. The romance and the fantasy, it's so balanced and it's so good. I love the side characters too. I love the family that was built in this world, and there were so many heartwarming, heart-pounding moments. It was done so well. I'm so tempted to pick up the second book of the series. I'm gonna hold it off, and I think I'm gonna pick up a physical book instead. This book also made me cry twice. And the first time it was an ugly sob. I was ugly and I was sobbing at night. It was so bad. Let me pick out my next book that I want to read. Rebel Witch by Kristen Sigarelli. This is still in its plastic packaging because I just recently purchased this. Ta-da! It's less than 500 pages. I think we can get it done pretty quickly. Also, the wording is really big. This is, by the way, a YA romantasy. This is the second book in the Crimson Moth duology. So this is also gonna finish a series for me, which I really, really want to do that. The first book is called Heartless Hunter. It's about a witch and a witch hunter. They play a game of cat and mouse, a game of seduction in order to capture each other. Our FMC is called Rune. Our MMC is called Gideon. Rune is a witch. Rune is also the Crimson Moth, who is a vigilante who helps save witches, because in this world witches are killed by the witch hunters, aka Gideon. That is the whole premise of the first book. You kind of end off on a cliffhanger, and it was a very fun cliffhanger, and I'm excited to get into the second book. I'm gonna hold off for a bit though, because I do need to edit some videos. I am very behind on editing. Also, my dog is sleeping here and he's being so cute. I'm gonna do that. I will give you guys an update when I finally pick this up. And yeah, I bought a ring light. I don't know if this is, oh, okay, but it's working, so the lighting is not too bad. I'm now at chapter 5 of Rebel Witch. I haven't read a lot yet. Also, if it's a little bit shaky, you guys are on my bed. I'm at chapter 5. It's 10 p.m. right now. I actually need to go to sleep very early today because I have to wake up really early tomorrow. I'm not feeling very obsessed with this book. My head is still thinking of City of Gods and Monsters. I'm still stuck on that series and I desperately want to read the second book. I am gonna try and push through with this. It's not bad. It's not bad. And I like the fact that you're getting right into the story almost immediately. The world picks up immediately and you don't have to wait too long for our main characters to meet. It's actually pretty quick of a read because the writing is really big. Each page has a lot of words on it. I'm really tired and I have to wake up early tomorrow. So I'm gonna do that. And I'll give you guys more updates tomorrow as we go. Hopefully, I will be able to finish Rebel Witch in one day. I feel like I can push through. The first book was a very fast read and it was really fast paced, so I hope the second book is the same thing.
And like, that's most generic.
Dark outside. It's almost 6 p.m. so I figured that I would use some artificial lighting. I'm at chapter 35 of Rebel Witch now. This is page 230. I have gotten through halfway of this book. My goal is to get this finished today because I feel like I can. But right now we're at the crux of the plot. We're finally in the middle. We have passed through every single thing that was said from like the synopsis of this book. I can't really talk too much about it because it's gonna be a spoiler. Rune and Gideon are just going back and forth with their relationship, and I did write down a few little tiny notes on the book because I felt like it was quite annoying to see a lot of miscommunication, things not talked about and just hidden for no apparent reason. By the way, there's no need for them to hide those information. I don't like Gideon as much, to be honest. I think I like Rune more now because she has a lot more complexity in the way that she's so conflicted with her feelings but also with what she has to do. I get that their relationship is forbidden and everything, but there are certain ways to go about it. I just feel like they're going around and around in circles. I guess I'm not too obsessed with the romance. The first book I remembered liking the tension that was in there, but in this one I just felt like there's just too much miscommunication. I guess that's the problem. That is my update. I will finish this tonight and I'll give you guys more updates then. finally done with The Rebel Witch by Kristen Sigarelli. I finished it just now. I definitely liked the latter half of the book a lot more because there were no miscommunication vibes whatsoever. They were just trying to survive, figure out the situation, and kind of deal with the aftermath of whatever happened. I did like the ending. I did like how everything got together. Did I feel like it was kind of anticlimactic? Was it predictable? Was it a little bit too easy? Yes, definitely felt like everything happened way too easily, but it was entertaining. I did read this really quickly. This was read in less than 24 hours. I had so much fun with my read. There were a few like side characters I didn't think were going to play big roles in this book, but they did. So those situations, those elements I did like from this book. But yeah, I didn't really like the fun part because of the miscommunication. I'm gonna sit on my rating for this book. I feel like I probably will still rate this highly just because I had so much fun with my reading experience and I loved the romance. I just loved Gideon and Rune together. I don't enjoy Gideon as much, but I do love their romance, the yearning that he has for her and knowing that they're not supposed to be together. That type of like forbidden love but not being able to control yourself is so painful but so much fun to read. So I did really like the romance, which is a big part of this whole series. It is said to be YA, but there is some sort of spice inside this book, so I would say low spice. I'm done with this, which means I'm done with this series. But with one off the list, I'm gonna start a new series because we're gonna pick up our last book of this video. I wanted to actually stop it here because I did read 3 books, but I am in a fantasy mood. I'm in a romantasy mood. I'm in a Kindle mood. I just want to read on my Kindle. I don't know where it's coming from. Maybe it's because I've been reading on this hardcover and it's just not the vibe. So I want to pick up a book on my Kindle. Most likely going to pick up Blood and Steel. It is the first book of the Legends of Thesmar series, I think. Originally, I did want to pick up the second book, City of Souls and Sinners of the House of Devil series by Kayla Edwards, but I figured I would give it time so that I will not once again fall into a slump. So I was trying to figure out which series I want to start with, and the reason why I want to read The Legends of Thesmar is because there's a new series, like a spin-off of that series called The Ashes of Thesmar, if I'm not wrong. And I kind of want to read the original series first to get into that one. And that one I've heard so many people love. Do I know what this whole series is about? I have no idea. Perfect for fans of the Bridge Kingdom, From Blood and Ash, and The Witcher. Althea Zoltaire only has 3 years to become what she wants, a warrior legend. Women are forbidden to wield blades, which she has to train secretly her entire life. And now she fights to secure her place in the elite guild charged with the protection of the 5 kingdoms. Sparing and hazing of the new trainees is deadly, but even more dangerous is her growing attraction to Wilder Hawthorne, her unwilling warrior chaperone. Will Althea pass the perilous initiation test and take her place as a champion of Thesmar, or will the invading evil snatch away her dream before it starts? There's a map on this. I don't understand what this is for, but there's a map. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna pick it up now or if I'm gonna pick it up tomorrow. However, this is going to be the book that I'm gonna read. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. I had a very early morning today. I went to Pilates, then I had breakfast. It's currently 11:30 a.m. I have gotten started with Blood and Steel. I'm at 17%. This is chapter 8. And so far so good. Writing has been great. We've gotten to know both characters. Not really too sure how the world is set up, what kind of mythical creatures or monsters are in this world. Not a lot of people have magic here. Some people have magic, some people are blessed to have magic. Not a lot have. Women are not allowed to fight, not allowed to battle, not allowed to hold swords. I've been enjoying my read. I've been flying through the book actually. It's not really enemies to lovers actually because they're not enemies, but they don't like each other. I have this one tiny little dilemma that really is minuscule, but I've been so indecisive about this. I have this new goal of mine that I want to walk more. I live a very sedentary lifestyle. Although I do work from home, I'm mostly just sitting down on my desk and working. So I want to make sure that I get my steps in by walking at least 30 minutes every day. But oh my goodness, the last thing I want to do right now is go for a walk. Yesterday I played tennis, so I felt like I did my cardio slash walking already. But today I only did Pilates this morning, so I feel like I need to do a walk. But then I don't want to do a walk now because I just finished eating breakfast. However, I want to take a shower so bad. But that is my current dilemma, and I'm so confused about it. I honestly do not know what to do right now. Enough of my babbling. I will leave you guys, and then I'll come back when I have more updates as we go. Now that I have a ring light, I can film wherever I want in the darkness, and I will still have good lighting. I thought I would give an update before I forget, because I am currently flying through the book and I want to just sit down and continue reading, and I want to give an update before I forget to give an update. Because sometimes I feel like when I read for so long and I'm just like invested with the storyline, I don't want to stop, and so I don't want to give updates. So right now I'm stopping for a bit. I'm at 55%, page 291 of Blood and Steel, and I'm really liking this. It got kind of slow at like the 30% mark, but then the moment it hit 50, I was into it. I really like her character so far. I didn't really like her FMC in the beginning because I felt like she was a little bit too cocky. Now I'm seeing her improvement and her realizing that not everything is about her being strong, but it's the process of her getting stronger. And I really like the romance as well. You do get a lot of very tense moments of them not really wanting to catch feelings, that kind of deal, and I think it's really cute. I'm gonna continue reading this and just binge through it because I feel like I can. We'll see how it goes. It's 10 p.m. right now. We'll see how it goes. Not a lot has happened, especially with like the world building and everything. Only little snippets of what's happening, as well as a tiny bit of a backstory from our MMC, which we haven't really seen much of him. I need to wash my face first before I sit and read. I'm gonna wind down a bit and then I'll sit and read. I've reached 75% of Blood and Steel, chapter 30. I need to go soon, so I can't really make this long, but I have been having fun with my read. I really like the reading experience. It's very quick, it's very fast. Am I obsessed with the MMC? Am I obsessed with the romance? Not so much, but it's still pretty good. Like, I am enjoying my read. I like the fantasy world. I see and envision it to become a lot better as the series goes on, so hopefully that's true. But yeah, I need to go, so I will come back to you guys with an update probably tomorrow night because I'm gonna be very busy this weekend. Bye bye. It is currently Sunday night and I do have updates. I am done with Blood and Steel. Since then, I have downloaded the second book in the series. I finished it yesterday. I was trying to take a photo with the front page, so I'm at 1%. But yeah, I'm officially done with this book, and I do have to admit, everything that happened by the end was so predictable. Everything that occurred went on with the characters, really predictable. I kind of guessed every single tiny teeny bit, to be honest. But did I have a great time, and did I fly through the book? The answer is yes. It was so easy to read, and the world is actually pretty easy to understand, and I felt like the world building was done pretty well, but the plot was really predictable, and I did have fun with the characters. The romance wasn't my favorite. I think there just wasn't enough chemistry for me. I did like our FMC, which is very important, because if I don't like the FMC, I wouldn't like the book. I think she's very strong-willed, very hard-headed as well, but she knows what she wants. She knows she's gonna get it, and I really like her grit, her passion for what she's doing. Actually, very mid about our MMC Wilder Hawthorne. I think I just haven't seen enough of him yet, but in the next book, I feel like he's gonna have a lot more POVs. So great first book to a fantasy world. I will be continuing the series. Yeah, I think I'm gonna rate this like a 3.5 because I really like this and I want to continue on with the series, but there were some flaws with the book. That is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I had so much fun with all of these books. I had a great time. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed watching my videos, and I'm gonna go now. I will see you guys next time. Bye.